Kade Cunningham. Jason Tatum and everyone else who plays on these teams shouldn't just show superstars and act like they're it, but there's Tatum with the three. Yeah, guy kind of got off. A little shove. It's fine. I saw Thompson. Oh, locked him up on defense. Give it up. The kick forward. Malik Beasley. You got to give the people what they want. That's what Jalen Rose says. Detroit up 9 after the first dozen minutes. Celtics down 11. Drew Holiday. Derek White catches midair, beats the shot clock. That's ridiculous. We're all square at 55, heading to the break. In the third, Tatum held the finish, misses. Cunningham in transition. That's one on a lot. All right, I like my odds. Pistons up 8, 7-point game. Cunningham again, mid-range. He had 21 and 11. Detroit carrying a double-digit lead into the fourth. Can they get another win to the finish line? Again, suffocating defense. Wide open look. Beasley is giving you a lot of that in his minutes. A three. Did I say a lot of that? How about 3 more? 6 of 11 from 3. Beasley had 26. And Jalen Duren, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It goes to 8. How about a 20-point win over the reigning champions from Boston? Just take note of it. They won 8. The first 6 were all against teams under 500, right? That's always about context and perspective. These last 2, though, have come against a top 6 in the West Clippers team, and now the reigning NBA champions, and 6 of the 8 have come by double digits. We sat here last June and said, we hope that we lost this man to call games, and guess what? We did, but we're just as happy to have him back in studio. Tim Legler with us. We've been giving these Pistons their flowers, man. They've earned it. And you're going to go touchscreen on Detroit? If I'd have told you going to do that last spring, you might not have come back.
This was a team last year, Scott, that was in SportsCenter only to see if they kept the losing streak going.
Right.
But they'd be the top story.
Right.
Because it got so big. It was a difficult year for everybody. A lot of talent, made some changes there.
What are they
Man,
doing?
I love watching this team play. They do a lot of things differently than teams in this league, and this is one of the things they do. This is pretty constant. They love getting up the floor and just wreaking havoc. They gave Boston fits with their pressure in this game. And it just wears on you over the course of the game. You see a little reach right there? They love this. They've got a lot of athletes. They're constantly poking around at the basketball. Now, he doesn't get this one. But take a look at what he does do. So we end up taking the basketball up the sideline here. You avoid that pressure. I'm just going to circle around. I'm going to meet you right back here. And I want you to watch the next action that's going to take place and the pressure at half court. Because this all wears on teams over the course of the game. Now, this is supposed to just be very simple, innocuous dribble handoff. I'm coming here, you come get it, go to the other side. Well, it gets blown up because you just don't see teams at 40 feet trying to blow up this dribble handoff, which is exactly what happens. You get a deflection, ball's on the floor. But even here, like Peyton Pritchard has this basketball. It's his. He's going to recover it. Look at the effort right here. Watch, dive in on the floor, get a piece of it, kick it loose, go the other way. And, of course, Scott, a 3-on-1's a three-point shot in the league. That's what you get.
That's all want to and effort. You just don't see that much in the league.
That's all it is. And now I want to talk about this guy, Kade Cunningham, and just his size, presence, command of the offense, what he does. He's special, and he's having that kind of year. And this is pretty good on the perimeter, about as good as it gets in this league. Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jason Tatum. You got 3 guys out here, any one of which can lock guys down. But you can see right here, Kade Cunningham knows he's got a side because Peyton Pritchard cannot leave Malik Beasley. In fact, they're probably talking about who's going to be Sixth Man of the Year over there in the corner having a conversation. So that means Kade Cunningham, take this dribble handoff, get downhill, and watch. Best part of this is at the end of it. As he starts to go, he can make every pass on the floor. He sees the weak side here.
Yep.
Take a look at Derek White. He's already sprinting because he knows it's coming. Now, here's why I want to point this out. This is Ron Holland. Ron Holland shoots 24% from the three-point line. So Ron Holland is not going to take the shot that Boston wants him to take. And that's what I love about this team. They repeatedly do this. They don't take a ton of threes. They turn down one to go get what you are good at. And they've got a lot of athletes that do that. And tonight, they dominated them in every way they can. The Pistons, top 10 in the league in second chance points, top 10 in the league in points off turnovers, second in the league in fast break points. All of that stuff was on display tonight against the Boston Celtics. They were shorthanded. Didn't matter. This isn't about who was playing, who wasn't, how the Celtics played. Let's give the Pistons their love tonight because this was, we thought, a test. How real are you?
Sure.
Well, they showed you. 20-point win at home against Boston.
I'm on fire. It's NBA,